So, in this class, we are going to see about what is communication research. So, last class we just saw what was research. So, in this class, we'll see what is communication research. So, when it comes to communication research, there are many fields. Like, for example, you can work on advertising, you can work on event management, you can work on public relations, you can work in the field of journalism, political communication, social media, movies, films or movies, government communication. Uh, like this, whenever it comes to communicational research, there are so many fields that you can work on. Radio, so many fields that you can work on. Before choosing what you would like to work on, you have to see where your interest lies. Where does your interest lie? Say, for example, you have a particular interest. Say, for example, you have a particular interest, right? So that interest can be anything. And then you have communication. If you want to pursue research in the field of communication, it's communication, or whatever field you have, you can choose the field. Especially this works in social science. Of course, you cannot work with this in scientific research, right? You can to a certain extent, but mostly it might not be possible. But you have your interest, then you have communication. So you just have to find something that falls within this area. So, say for example, you are very much interested in brands or advertisements. You can just choose. So, your interest is advertisement, and you can maybe choose social media, and you can choose how brands advertise in social media. So, that can work for you. Or, say for example, you are interested in films, or your interest is on something like social areas like caste, then there is films. So you can work on caste and films. So find an area of interest and then link it with communication, and then you can directly arrive at an area that interests you and you can work on that. But sometimes it need not be this complicated. You will probably already have an area that you are interested in. Say right now elections are happening, so you want to work on the uh, poll promises that the politicians are making. So you want to work on the poll promises, or you want to work on the election speeches delivered by political leaders and what they are speaking about. You want to dissect that, you want to analyze that. So you can do that. So sometimes it's directly your interest will fall within the area, and sometimes you might need to take your interest and then mix it up with communication, and then you have to arrive at your research area. So sometimes it's direct, sometimes it's indirect. But communication research is a interesting area to pursue your research in, and it is very useful for the public, especially in current times where uh, the way they communicate is taking much importance over what is being communicated, or how political parties are trying to cheat public using different methods, right? How they are communicating the same thing in a different manner to make you believe as if that is what we want, right? So in these times, it's very important. So communication research is gaining a lot of importance, right? So this is how we choose communication research.